Welcome all of you. So today we will study integration by parts. Here, like you have seen the problems like integration of x e raised to the power x dx, integration of x sin x dx, and x into ln x dx. Like that, there are a lot of problems. So first of all, you should be familiar with two methods. First is basic integration. You should know the all basic formulas, and second is by substitution. These two methods you should be familiar, okay? And this, you know, the by substitution means reverse of chain rule, and basic integration. If these two methods do not work, then only you should go for this method. This is the third method, and that is uh, the method we will discuss here, by parts. Okay, integration by parts. So you can see here that generally what is the format is, this is the product of two functions, product of two functions in general, huh? So here, and the product of two functions, and how to decide the two functions, product of two functions, based on this Eilert rule. If we will consider according to Eilert rule whether there are two functions or not. Okay, so here if you write just I, so this I will be ITF, inverse trigonometric function. L means logarithmic function. A means algebraic functions like your polynomial and irrational functions. And T means trigonometric functions. Okay, and then E means your exponential functions. So the category of the functions are like that. Okay, so you can see here in the first, this x is algebraic, e to the power x, like this is a exponential function. Okay, and there here algebraic and trigonometric, here algebraic and logarithmic function. Okay, like that. And what is the rule then? And the rule says that if the product of two functions, suppose f into g dx, both are in terms of x, so you simply consider first function and second function. Like how to decide first and second, like for example, if x into e raised to the power x is written here, so x is algebraic and e raised to the power x is exponential function. So algebraic function will be called first function. Why? Because in the Eilert rule a comes before e, and that's why that x will be called first function. So here we are considering in the formula f is the first function and g is the second function. If we are considering like this, then we can apply the rule. Okay, and the rule says that first function you write as it is and you integrate second function separately and just multiply with f, then minus and then you again integration sign. Okay, and in this is very important, then you simply differentiate the first function and multiply with integration of second function. It is a little bit confusing for you because you have not seen this type of complications in integration. So if you see the first two problems, then you will understand definitely, and every student can understand it easily. So initially you will find it is a little bit difficult, but first of all you should be familiar with Eilert rule. Okay, and then the product of two functions, and the which function is coming will be called first function. It depends on who comes before the second one. Okay, according to Eilert rule we decide first function and second function. After this taking decision, okay, these are the two functions, first and second, then you simply apply the method. In the method, the second function will be integrated separately and will be multiplied with f minus integration, and the first function is differentiated separately into integration of second function gx dx, and then completely should be integrated. Okay, so like if I take one example, like integration of x e raised to the power x dx. So you know very well this one is the first function and this one is the second function. Okay, so I can write x, and you know integration of e raised to the power x dx, so this will be written like this, and plus c, finally plus c, one constant you just keep here. Okay, and then minus, and here you will differentiate x, and this will be the 1, and integrate. If you integrate this, so you will write here ex dx, and then completely dx. So this dx will be this one, and you have written directly this term here. Okay, and you have written this one here. Okay, and then plus c. So finally x ex minus ex, because integration of ex is ex, plus c, that will be your answer. So my question is here that you have integrated here 3 times, here 1, here 2, and then here 3. So 3 integration sign, and you're just writing plus c. Why not c1, c2, c3? Right? 3 constants will come into picture. So that question I am leaving up to you. Okay? So you decide yourself and check. You ask your teacher. Okay? Whosoever is teaching you, and this is your final answer. If you differentiate it, you will get x into e raised to the power x. Fine. Okay, I solve this another problem. This is the one, and if you go for another problem like x ln x dx. So you know this one is algebraic and this one is logarithmic. Okay, so I late. So according to I late, now this one is the second function, right? And now this one is the first function. Agreed? So according to this, now ln x will be kept here, and integration of x dx minus, now here you will differentiate ln x, right, and integrate x dx, and that completely integrated like that. So if you understand this, then you have understood completely the by parts method, and now you just simplify. Then this will be x square by 2 ln x, and then minus the 1 by x will come here, and here it will be x square by 2, so that 1x will be cancelled out, and then x square by x by 2. Okay, so you will write here x square by 4 plus c. So this will be the answer. Okay, so this is the thing, and you just keep trying the by parts method, and still if you have any doubt, you can write at this email address, gmail.com, man is for you at gmail.com. Thank you.